Me mo bibi akwaba eba Melodies TV so. And that parliament me hun say Katie Hammond na pass comments bi. Na ama Katie Hammond no trend wo social media papa. Na emse comment na wo pass ne bi mu say Katie Hammond jama wo su ana asemben. Na say ne tintini ne tietie mu ane say Katie Hammond say no kwan ne nyame nim no mumo yenka no kware. Sesia enyama bi a ekoso wo parliament no enye Parliament affairs na Ghana for na yenim ne say parliament no. Sa parliament no sesia say na ende bibia na omo oppose omo ho. Bibia na omo oppose omo ho. Ama wono Katie Hammond ne kra no. Sebe 2 weeks ni ye ne vetting se na nkombra mbeda ne minister no. Minority na aka tre ne se enya de awo mema na da ne minister ende ochina ka ho. Nini na yaw atre se odi ya woni mu se na nkenye sa na e wo se parliament no omu na ye nnuanom emse Katie Hammond nsem a wo ka no no yenkonko widi na embre wo ho a ye be widi comment Ghana fo so apase e wo Katie Hammond asem wo ya wo kan wo say 2 weeks after my vetting they are saying they will not approve me. Katie Hammond laments. Now I say the member of parliament for Adanse Asokwa Kwabena Tahiri Hammond has bemoaned the animosity between MPs from the majority caucus and minority caucus. Speaking on the floor of parliament on Wednesday, March 2nd, 2023, Katie Hammond said that deliberations in parliament now always end in fights, with both sides of the house failing to compromise their stance in the nation's interest. Now, and then Katie Hammond all kinds of same way. And the Katie Hammond as someone walking. Oh, don't worry, you will do ya yensu ye bekan ya adwa no. Katie Hammond say, and that there, bibia be baso wo parliament bia ebekwa akọwie no na MPP ni NDC adane ntokwa. Na MPP ni NDC adane ntokwa. Se sia two parties no entumi ntena senka se Ghana ye hu ne se wei ene beboa Ghana. Yenye de beboa Ghana. O see two parties no entumi nye sa de ni biom. Se sia de bibia e wo se ntokwa na ebim. Ade na ete sa. Nti omonwen Ghana ho. Omonwen the interest of the nation. Na womu na yen ndwuma mbom. Asemo a Katie Hammond no ka no. O say he used himself as an example, saying that 2 weeks after his vetting to become the Minister for Trade and Industry, members of the minority caucus was still insisting they would not approve him. Nti oyusu ono so ne there as example because oye part of the house. Samuni amokaya anodom pre no din kan be pa NDC for acho. Say we die the AC bia no mumfa nche na Katie Hammond ne Brian Champon die omo ne all parliament na parliament ono die yenim say obi opposition ana our opponent party no na ye select obi every parliament on any minister ya na parliament for eya omo denti ya na omo approve say ni pakro no inti omo sre NDC for anodom pre na sha se be kan asem no and the Katie Hammond nso kan say 2 weeks ni after omo vetting no still NDC for can tam say nya dia wo mbeto abama no omo approve no as minister. It's ya. O say this house, Mr. Speaker, is disintegrating. It is, Mr. Speaker. There is so much shouting, there is so much anonymity, no room for tolerance in this house. We have not been used to this. So I say sisi ade parliament no titiegu. Sisi ade akikem obi ni obi kasa no kikemegu ne so asomo ye tamfo sisi ade otan aba begu omumu we mpe we asem chese obi ni ho obeye bibia be kasa we de yen tolerating no to say first no say ne omo ye no na sa ade na AC ende no ana de AC wo parliament sisi ano
Melodies TV on YouTube.
They've not been used to it. Also, people get upset because these tantrums are thrown all over the place. And Mr. Speaker, the whole place breaks down into insanity. It isn't right, Mr. Speaker. Also, let us try and introduce some sanity in the house. Sometimes I sit here and I get completely distressed. And now, Mr. Speaker, I have been vetted almost 2 weeks. I am sitting here. They say they won't approve me. So I'm sitting here. Look at all of this. Can you imagine? It ought to be when they say, oh no, vetting na ya see ya approve no. And then ya. see 2 weeks near ya to abamano. Ka by this time, nanka ya swear in as minister wo ye juma. Now so at the parliament so you say yeah approve no. Yeah approve no as minister into at the parliament so. I say can you imagine? So this is what Katie Hammond is saying. And this is what Katie Hammond has said in parliament today. I said Katie Hammond is crying in parliament. Now, you see, let me tell you something. I feel say the NDC front, okay, the NDC party, this is what they wanted. That is probably one of the unspoken reasons why they did the changes in parliament. They wanted people who let us tolerate them. That be bonnie now yeah. It won't say assistant leadership or parliament, you know, and then Katie Hammond ashas here and now all complaining. Assistant leadership need they won't say and they were shas and no complain because the new leadership are Moabano or Monso son sem so Intiana Amaboa or also can I drink tray a fenu marking actress a koda neka sakasa no. Na and that the person me ni Katie Hammond ya papa Katie Hammond e kasa kakra ya papa and that ye what say the two sides should stand in the nation's interest deep down in your heart ya papa Katie Hammond deep down in your heart
Melodies
you know
TV
that
on YouTube.
Ken Ofori-Atta still staying as the finance minister is not in the interest of the nation deep down unim. Deep down, if you search deep down in your heart, you know deep down in your heart that Ken Ofori-Atta being the finance minister in this country is not in the nation's interest because that's not what the nation wants. Even you, your side in parliament, you don't want him. Ghanaians don't want him. The minority don't want him. We all don't want him. So you know that Ken Ofori-Atta is not the nation's choice. So he staying there as a finance minister is not in the nation's interest. But what did we see? When your friend Ken Ofori-Atta ad hoc committee and now your chairman, we saw what you did. We saw the shenanigans now would you defend Ken Ofori-Atta. So you were against the nation's interest. You were against. Today you are talking about the nation's interest. Mr. Katie Hammond, what do you know about the nation's interest? What? You know something about the nation's interest, Mr. Katie Hammond? When it was time for you guys to be on the side of the nation and to remove Ken Ofori-Atta, you walked out of parliament. Mr. Katie Hammond, you know the nation's interest today just because the minority are firm on the point that they will not approve you as minister. And that the minority will power. And Momokas will more approve you as minister. That's why you are not a minister for 2 weeks. So near him said the majority will have their way and the minority will have their say. So have your way. For 2 weeks, he said they will complain. He said 2 weeks you are there. You've not been approved because the minority says they are not going to approve you. Have your way. Sa subaina NDC for afa e parliament is here. Media nankasa no monko no. Sa subain we are afa no. Omomfa ne sa pepepe. It is in the interest of the nation. Share easy Jin Mensa. Adia wo buy so be. Why is it that ende Imani Africa emom e tron krata ma NDC for say Jin Mensa no onwen enyusu na adwen enhu ne say de oye ne yenkwa asem. Na NDC for stay on more grounds. Na no pe na omo pe na eye the NDC for pe and ye only hope. And now omo pe no mo ye the way sanity beba. Why are they saying that? Because my imagine say you people are not on the side of the nation. You know deep down. Say Ghana card pe aye dey so registration no, it doesn't make sense. Birth certificate is proof of you being a Ghanaian. In fact, the birth certificate in country say we are Ghanaian. You can't tell me say passport. Because if you are not a Ghanaian, you can never have a Ghanaian passport. Not easy for your registration or say Ghana card pay or passport Ghana dabi go and do the Ghana card pay. You know it is wrong, but you are on the side of the EC. You guys were speaking for the EC. Are you doing it in the interest of the nation? Today you are talking about the nation's interest. Were you doing it in the interest of the nation? When e-levy, we were passing e-levy, the nation, we were crying, say, oh, MPs, be on our side, be on our side. You knew the interest of the nation deep down in your heart. You knew. Wow, Katie Hammond, wow, be complaining. Say, mbrebi, and the idea e-levy ma obufu ye. You knew the interest of the nation. But what did you do? You didn't allow you weren't on the side of the minority. You allowed the e-levy to pass. Today you are talking about interest of the nation because the minority are saying they are not going to approve you. It will say Subaya sisi minority na fanenye na first no na moye bibia bom sisi ade parliament is disintegrating enye it is hey sa na epe no say ya na Ghana yen ya sebo mbeka ma yen say ya na epe se parliament na ye ma yen say ya because why am I going say mo de Takashia I was saying this if so de Takashia mo parliament so parliament one NDC leadership no send ya wo mo play ball no sa formation na Ghana for you see a pen. Don't start crying now you see how it is mo try ma your comment box ni mo me that's it.